Now, a lot of our investors, when they look at the current prices of the different estates that we have in Ibeju-Lekki, the Wealthy Place, for example, Itunu City, for example, Imen Estate Phase 3 extension, for example, and different other properties that we have in Ibeju-Lekki, there are some times that we have got feedbacks like these properties are overpriced, this location is overpriced, there's nothing in Ibeju-Lekki, then why should we be selling at this current price, and so on. So in this episode of Meet the Property Guy, we'll be analyzing and assessing it is if Ibeju-Lekki is actually overpriced, if the real estate in Ibeju-Lekki, if it's overpriced, or there is something that you don't know that we want to tell you about Ibeju-Lekki and what's happening there. All right, so if you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this is Meet the Property Guy Property channel, and this will discuss everything in real estate, about different locations here in Lagos, Ibeju-Lekki, Lekki, Lagos mainland, and different locations, the different infrastructure development that is happening, the different real estate hotspots, different real estate opportunities, and different ways you can invest here in Lagos and even in Nigeria generally, and you can make very good returns based on the real estate opportunities that are here. So if you are a first-time investor, you are an avid investor, a serial investor, and people that who are trying to make their research about the real estate market and real estate opportunities here, this is your go-to channel. We share everything you need to know here. So after watching this particular video, I also suggest you go to our different videos, different suggestions that you see on the screen. Try to watch as many that you can. I will promise you, are definitely going to love the topics, love the content, and you definitely always be coming for more. So let's go into the topic. Is real estate in Ibeju-Lekki truly overpriced? So before we go fully into the topic, if this is your second video, this is your fifth video, this is your sixth video that you are watching, and you are not subscribed yet, you are not yet on our subscriber list, we will love you to subscribe. We really love you to subscribe. Click on this subscription button, turn on your notification button, so that whenever we are dropping these topics, because there are still so many topics that we are going to drop, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of these topics because of how valuable it is, and also the valuable information that we are sharing on these topics. So try to subscribe, turn on the notification button, so that as we are dropping these topics, you are notified and you don't miss any of them. So let's go straight into the topic about the Ibeju-Lekki real estate and if truly it is overpriced. So right now, once again, we'll be starting with a map tool, because the only way for you to understand what's happening in a particular location in terms of real estate there is also to understand the location. Where is that location is on the map, what's happening around that location, and what's happening inside that location, because it's two things that are going to affect the real estate of a location: what's happening around that location and what's happening inside that location itself. So let's look at Ibeju-Lekki itself in the map. So the entire coastal line that we have here, which is the part here, the part below here, all these parts below here are the Atlantic Ocean, while all these parts here are the Lagos Lagoon. So you can see that this place is almost like an island, and everywhere here is just like a water body. So that's why we have so many waterfronts here. We have the parts facing the ocean, and also have the part facing the lagoon. So right somewhere around here, we have Victoria Island. You can see it, Victoria Island. This yellow line here, that's Lekki Expressway. So it starts with Victoria Island, Lekki Phase 1, Ikate, Osapa, Jakonde, down to Agogi, straight up down to VGC, and down to the entire Aja axis to Ibeju-Lekki axis too. So we have Victoria Island here, and we have the entire coastal line, or Victoria Island, around the Oniru, where we have the Eco Atlantic City. So this entire coastal line, that's the entire Atlantic Ocean, also stretches down to Ibeju-Lekki. So you can see that straight along that road is also where we have down to the free trade zone, the Dangotr Refinery, the seaport, and the likes. So this is one of the reasons why Ibeju-Lekki is a premium location, because the entire coastal line of Victoria Island extends down to Ibeju-Lekki. And every time when we are talking about the coastal road, the coastal road, the coastal road is just an expressway that goes in line straight like that from Victoria Island down to Ibeju-Lekki, taking the same route with the Atlantic Ocean. So because we have this advantage, because it's an advantage for a particular location to share the coastal line with Victoria Island is a big advantage. Because if you look at it currently, look at the cost of land in Victoria Island. You are not even going to see land of 300 million. Land is 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. It has gotten so expensive that land in Victoria Island right now is now being charged in dollars. So if you compare the price of land currently in Victoria Island with Ibeju-Lekki, is not even comparable. So despite the fact that Ibeju-Lekki is selling at 25 million, at 20 million, is still even peanuts compared to what Victoria Island is being valued right now. And again, because Victoria Island right now is the administrative capital of Lagos, where all the businesses, the top class businesses, the top class hotels are having a branch there, are having their headquarters there. Ibeju-Lekki is now being positioned as the commercial capital of Lagos, because that's where we have the seaport. That's where we have the free trade zone. The free trade zone is on 8,000 hectares. 8,000 hectares of land that is strictly business, strictly factories, strictly industries. 8,000 hectares. So, and Ibeju-Lekki is also still where we have the refinery. So the Ibeju-Lekki eventually will be holding around 30 to 35% the GDP of Lagos, because this is where most of the businesses are going to be happening in few years time. So a lot of the businesses at Victoria Island that are having their administrative capital, their administrative headquarters there, will also be willing to have a branch in Ibeju-Lekki where the workforce will be, because most of the job opportunities in Lagos in the next 7 years, in the next 8 years, around 30 to 50% of it will be around Ibeju-Lekki. So a lot of businesses, a lot of offices will move there because the seaport is closer, and they can do collaborations better because the free trade zone is a combination of industries, combination of factories, and combination of businesses. So if I'm printing, I want to be in the free trade zone or around the free trade zone, because I know that there will be businesses there that will need my printing facilities. If I'm into logistics, I want to be around the free trade zone because I know there will be businesses there that will need clearing their shipments, warehousing, and also supplying their shipments into another location outside Lagos, either the southwest or the southeast. So a lot of businesses will definitely want to be there, put their administrative headquarters in Victoria Island, and they put their operation headquarters in Ibeju-Lekki. Now, another reason why Ibeju-Lekki has a lot of potential and is selling at the current value is because of the coastal line. Now, I just showed you on this map the Atlantic Ocean part, but the Atlantic Ocean is not only the coastal line Ibeju-Lekki has, it also have the lagoon. And the lagoon represents the boundary between Ibeju-Lekki and Ikorodu, and that's why the Fourth Mainland Bridge is coming, so that they can close in the gap, the travel time between the entire population in Ikorodu and then the work opportunities and the job opportunities and the industries that will be opening at Ibeju-Lekki. So the lagoon also provide a fantastic coastal line for Ibeju-Lekki also to make the real estate there valuable. So waterfront properties we always sell, they always sell like mad. The entire waterfront line in Lekki Phase 1, the entire waterfront line in Banana Island, the entire waterfront line in Ikoyi are one of the most expensive places in Africa, not even in Nigeria. One of the most expensive places in Africa. So the coastal line and the advantage that Ibeju-Lekki has, both a lagoon coastal line and an Atlantic Ocean coastal line, makes it so much fantastic. Even we are not even tapping into the Atlantic Ocean coastal line enough. If you visit Lagapine Tropicana, you are going to understand what I mean, because we are supposed to be making so much money from the natural ambience of that coastal line. A lot of resorts are supposed to be there, a lot of hotels are supposed to be there, but understandably, because there is no road there's no road that gets to that place, so that place is just, the potentials are just there, and then the land are just there empty. It's most of the coastal line is shanties, all these palm houses, all these all they call it, all these courthouses and what are going to be there. You're not going to see the kind of resort like living that are supposed to turn the real estate there into good. But a lot of the things there are going to change definitely. By the time the refinery starts and a lot of people are trying to stay around the houses because they work there, the free trade zone starts, the seaport starts, and a lot of people are looking at residential development after the free trade zone and after the refinery, around Oshoroko, around Ibeju town, around Shiriwon. By this time, a lot of the waterfronts, both around the Atlantic Ocean and around the lagoon, are all going to even rise far much higher than what it is right now. Then one of the reasons why a lot of people feel Ibeju-Lekki is overpriced is when they look at the current price of land there and they try to assess it, how long it took some other locations to get to that value. For example, now the wedding place is like 25 million, Isonu City is 25 million, Main Estate Phase 3 is 18 million. Now, if you compare that with Songotedo, it took Songotedo around 10 years or even 12 years for land there to move to 18 million or 20 million, whereas land in Ibeju-Lekki right now is like 25 million, 20 million, 18 million for a plot. Now, the reason is because real estate is always based on purchasing value. I've explained this before. Real estate is not based on the monetary value of real estate is not valued based on the monetary value, is valued based on the purchasing value. So which means that the time that Songotedo was selling for 5 million, and at that time Songotedo was valued based on the purchasing value of that 5 million. When Songotedo rose to 18 million, it rose because of the purchasing value of that 18 million. Ibeju entry price right now for Gazette is like 8 million, 10 million for Gazette land. For CFO land, you might luckily see maybe a land of 15 million, because that's the current purchasing value of 15 million. That's what 15 million can buy. And that's why I always advise that whatever you want to invest in real estate, be decisive, go in early. Because if you don't go in early, every seconds, every minute, every hour, the purchasing value of the money that you have will be dropping. And as long as the purchasing value is dropping, the value of real estate will be going higher. So the entry price right now for Ibeju-Lekki is 15 million, 15, 20 million for a land with CFO, because that's the purchasing value. That's what that 15 million or 20 million can get right now. That's it. So it's not about maybe it took Surulere 20 years to get to 20 million, or it took Songotedo 10 years to get to 20 million. The purchasing value, money have depreciated, and the purchasing value for the entry price for Ibeju-Lekki right now is that amount. It will not go lower, it will rather go higher. So if you say that the current price right now is too much, come in a year time, come in 2 years time, come in 3 years time, the price will be more. So you realize that the price in 2026 or 2025, that 2023 that we were even saying was too expensive, was even cheaper, because at that time you could buy with 20 million or you could buy with 25 million. But in 3 years time, you are like, when you look at the price, you look at, oh my god, why didn't I buy then? So that's just real estate. That's just real estate. So the entry price of developing locations will always be higher than the entry price of developed location. If a new location comes into the market again and the government push a lot of infrastructures, push a lot of development there again, the entry price of that location again will be higher than the Ibeju-Lekki. That's just it. That's just it. So that's why I always advise to diversify, invest in the developed location. The location that are also developing, try to invest in these locations too. And 4 years ago, 10 million, 8 million, 7 million, you will get a C of O land in Ibeju-Lekki. Right now, the cheapest you buy in Ibeju-Lekki with C of O will be 15 million. If you see one at 12 million, maybe it's because you want to buy plenty. That's why they are collecting that amount from you. So if you are not buying right now, you are not investing right now in Ibeju-Lekki, you are just dulling. You are losing out of an opportunity. Like I told you, the fourth mainland bridge again will close in the gap and also connect Ibeju-Lekki to Ikorodu, bringing in the entire population in Ikorodu to have access to the opportunities, the job opportunities that Ibeju-Lekki is providing for the free trade, for the seaport, for the refinery. So, and there are still so many opportunities that are still coming, because Ibeju-Lekki is still going to connect to Epe. Ibeju-Lekki is still going to connect to Ijebu water side. Ibeju-Lekki is still going to connect to Ondo. So there are still so many opportunities there. And not to even add that Ibeju-Lekki is still going to connect to Victoria Island. So there are so many opportunities and so many potentials in this location, and that's why you should tap in now. You've already missed out of buying it 4 years ago or buying it 5 years ago, but you can't miss out of investing in that location right now. So that in 4 years, in 5 years time, you will be cashing out, not complaining that it's too expensive. Alright, so that's it. Based on the different master plans, diagrams, map, routes, proposed developments, present developments that are in Ibeju-Lekki that we have shared with you. So you should already have an idea that the location is just starting. Is just starting. There are so many things that are still coming, that is going to double the demand in real estate in Ibeju-Lekki, and at the same time also double the value of real estate in that location. So that's why you want to invest there right now, and that's why the government has a lot of plans for that location. The free trade zone, they have a lot of government scheme, a lot of government resettlements, so a lot of government designated infrastructures, proposed infrastructures, rail, that propose everything for Ibeju-Lekki. So, and as each of these infrastructures and development are coming, the value of real estate will continue going up more and more. The entire demand around Ayetoro, Ibeju-Lekki, goes up almost 150% the moment the current governor of Lagos State obtained the building approval for that airport. Now, just try to imagine when the airport construction actually started or starts, and when the construction gets to 50%, get to 20%, get to 30%, get to 50%, and try to imagine what the value of real estate in that location will look like at that time. So that's why you want to invest in that location right now. So if you have any questions about the different opportunities in Ibeju-Lekki, you have any questions about the properties selling in Ibeju-Lekki, you have any questions about the plans the government have with Ibeju-Lekki, you can drop a comment here. I'm going to respond to it. And as well, my WhatsApp number is also on the screen. You can reach out to me, try to find out your investment goals, your investment objective. Is it commercial? Is it residential? You want to position for the airport, you want to position for the seaport, for the free trade zone, and we can advise you based on your objective. And in the description box here also, you can check the description box. I'll also be dropping a link that will be taking you straight up into my WhatsApp inbox, so that you can just easily start your inquiry and start your consultation. So I still mean your property planet, your property investor property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos. I'll see you next time.